If I'm selling real estate, how am I ultimately going to succeed at doing this? If I have an Amazon account, if I'm flipping real estate, if I'm flipping apartment buildings, it's your first one, how am I going to succeed in doing this? It's something that I used to ask myself a lot. I wonder if you ask yourself that. Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I'm your host, Adrian. Want to thank you guys. Don't forget, if you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button. And I really just want to share a quick moment of appreciation and gratitude to every single one of you. The love and support from Instagram to Facebook to YouTube. You guys are all awesome. Today I'm talking about the top 3 things you need to do to succeed. I mean, ultimately, how has other people succeeded? It's something that I used to ask myself a lot. I wonder if you ask yourself that. If I'm selling real estate, how am I ultimately going to succeed at doing this? If I have an Amazon account, if I'm flipping real estate, if I'm flipping apartment buildings, it's your first one, how am I going to succeed in doing this? I remember I used to ask myself that question every single day. And I remember learning these 3 principles, and these 3 principles drastically not only changed my life, but they've drastically changed hundreds of other people's lives. And based off of all of the successful people that I've personally spoken to and have brought up these 3 principles, they couldn't agree more of them being the top 3 when it comes to succeeding in anything that we do. And the first thing is understanding that we have to have a coach or a mentor. Understanding that we have to have somebody that is going to guide us and help us, and if anything, just help us make those tiny little adjustments when we're on the road and the path to success. You know, Anthony Robbins says this best. He says, success leaves clues. Find the person that has done what you want to do and just model their actions. Model what they have done. And if anything, enhance that. Add your style to it. Make that you. So the first thing is really understanding that without a coach, without a mentor, without having someone to help us figure it out, then you figuring out on your own is going to take a very long time. So having a coach and a mentor will cut the time in half in which it will take you to succeed. Not only would it do that, but I want you to think about this. Every great athlete, every great actor, every great actress, every great politician, I don't mean to go there, but every great politician, they all have a coach. They all have a mentor. They all have somebody that is helping them get better. They all have somebody that is looking at the work they've done and helping them make tiny little improvements so ultimately they can become better and hit their goal. And that's what a coach is there to do. That's what a coach is there to help you do. I mean, let's look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods had a coach for everything. For every little different swing he took, there was a different coach for it. We got to ask ourselves that if success leaves clues and all successful people have a mentor or a coach that help them become successful, well, then we should get a coach or a mentor. And I'm gonna advise, and I'm actually really going to make this you need to write this down right now, especially you young people. Do whatever it takes to find that mentor or coach. Do whatever it takes to have that person help you. If you watch, I believe it was episode 1, I spoke about the mentor that, actually take that back. It was the video that shows 350K at 24. And it shows the mentor that I had to go out, the mentor that I literally, I went to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different times where he finally said, okay, look it, this is what I can help you with. My second mentor, Joe D. Raffaelli, same exact thing. I hounded him at the Mike Ferry events. I went to him at least 6 times. And then he said, okay, give me a follow-up call. Okay, now let's role play to see what you're about. Then he actually finally decided to help me. So get a mentor or coach and do whatever it takes to get that. Number 2, surround yourself with positive and like-minded individuals. Surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do and or more. Find the people and surround yourself with people that are on a bigger mission than you. You all heard that quote. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. And if you hang around 5 broke people, you're more than likely going to be the 6th. And if you hang around 5 rich people, you're more than likely going to be the 6th. And it's something to really think about. And I want you to take a second and I want you to think about your peer group. I want you to think about the people that you surround yourselves with. I want you to think about the people that you spend the most amount of time with. And I guarantee you, if you really look deeply, you're the average of the 5 of them. And it's something that it either needs to change, have an upgrade, or you're doing great and you're on the right path and you are surrounding yourself with great people. But I'm going to give some advice, especially for you younger kids out there, for those that have just gotten out of college, just gotten out of high school. This is the biggest thing we deal with, and it's our friends. It's our friends and it's our family. It's your girlfriend that you think you're in love with at the time. It's all of that stuff that's there. And this is what I did. This is what my mentor helped me do. I grabbed a piece of paper. And on the left, I drew a line down the middle. And on the left-hand side of the page, I wrote everybody that was a positive influence to my life. On the right-hand side of the page, I wrote everybody that was a negative influence to my life. And guess what I did with everybody that was to the right-hand side of the page whom was a negative to my life? Instantly cut them out. Instantly said, bye, because I have a mission. I have a goal. I have a vision for the way I want my life to be when I'm older. I have a vision on how I ultimately want to spend my 50s, 60s, and 70s. So if that's the case, then I cannot be associating or hanging around with or listening to everybody who is not supporting me, everybody who is not on the same path as me, or trying to at least do their own path and at least get better and have that self-internal personal development. I mean, if we're not on that path, then I'm sorry. We're more than likely not going to hang out. We're more than likely not going to do things together. And you have to be okay with that. Your ego's going to trick you. But you need to understand that you're the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. And if that's the case, I'm going to hang around 5 people that I want to be like. I'm going to hang around 5 people that I eventually or see and go, ooh, I can see me doing that. And then, okay, great, perfect. These are the 5 people that I need to hang around. They're good for me. They're not bad for me. They bring me up. They bring my energy up. Something. Get it? Clear? All right, cool. Number 3, do you. Do you and only you. We get very passionate about this because this is the biggest thing that I've learned. And I actually had a great friend, and he's a mentor also, Mr. Eddie Salinas. Eddie Salinas, Rancho Cucamonga, flips 80 houses a year. He said, I was 20 years old. He said, you know, kid, you can call me a kid. He actually said something else, but rather not say that on camera. He said, you know, you got to do you and do your 8 out of the gate. Get in here, put your head down, grind, get on the phones, go do your open houses, go do your door knocking, and when you're done, go home and don't worry about anybody else besides yourself. Because I was too busy getting caught up in what everybody else was doing. I was too busy getting caught up in all the success that other people was having. I was too busy getting caught up in the fact that one of my buddies next to me was listing 5, 6, 7 properties and I haven't listed one and we're both brand new in the business. I was comparing myself to other people. I was comparing myself to the guy that's been in the business for 10 years. How am I supposed to compare myself when I'm brand new? I was comparing myself to a bunch of people that it didn't really matter. And what you need to learn from principle number 3 is doing you and only doing you. And do what you want to do, what your intuition calls you to do, what your heart calls you to do, what you wanted to do since you were a child. Do that and don't let your mom, don't let your dad, don't let your siblings, don't let your wife or your kids or anybody stop you from doing that. Do you. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. You cannot help. You cannot contribute. You cannot go out there and make the world a better place until you've made yourself a better place. Here and here. Till you become better. Then you can help other people become better. And doing you and focusing on you and understanding that you are your only competition. And when you look yourself in the mirror, when you are staring yourself in the mirror, looking at yourself, saying that's my competition right there. You're the only one that's going to stop me. You're the only one that's going to keep me in bed in the morning. You're the only one that's going to allow everybody's opinion to stop you. You're the only one that's going to not do what you need to do to become successful, to do and crush and ultimately succeed in everything that you want to do. It starts with you and only you, and stop focusing on everybody else and stop focusing on all the deals and all the money and all. You, your business plan, your goals, your future is the only thing that matters. Get that in line, and you can go out and help as many people as you need. You can go out there and do whatever it is that you want to do. I told you guys I want to get passionate about that, but it means a lot because I see so many people getting caught up on, they're brand new in the business and they're getting caught up on their neighbor. Like, you're new. All right, start my rant. Message me if we want to talk about this more because I can go on all day. So let's think about the 3 principles real fast. Number 1, grab a coach, grab a mentor, do whatever it takes to lock down that person. And I also want to tell you guys, sometimes a mentor, like Nightingale is a mentor of mine. He's not alive, he's not around anymore, but I read all his books. I listen to all his tapes, listen to all his audio. Everything he's ever made, I listen to. Tony Robbins. I don't know him personally, but he's my coach. I attend what I can attend. I read all his books. I listen to all his audio. But I'm doing whatever it takes to get there. You know, I'm buying the $1,000 ticket. My wife and I are going to go to Date with Destiny, right? That's $5,000 a ticket. I'm doing whatever it takes to get us there. So that was principle number 1. And principle number 2, surround yourself with the right people. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. And number 3 is doing you. And understanding that you can't help anybody else. You cannot benefit anybody else unless you've benefited and helped yourself. So I hope you learned. I hope you got something from this. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Stay tuned to next week's episode. You guys, I'm going all out on this. I'm going to go. I'm making the commitment right now. Babe, I'm sorry. I love you. But I'm going to do 1 video every other day. I'm pumping this thing up. I'm going to do 100 videos by the time we get to June. That's my promise. Let's go, guys. Let's get this. Make this a great 2018.